Welcome to my channel, Cosmic Insight Astrology. This is Christina. Today we're going to talk about the Aquarius new moon, which is going to happen on 21st of January 2023, and it's going to happen in 1 degree 33 minutes. So I erected the chart in Eastern Standard Time because I'm located in South Florida. Don't mind the host system over here. You can erect your own chart due to your location. Okay, so here it is and what's going on. The new moon is when the sun and the moon is merged together in heaven. They're dancing together and exactly the same minute and the same degrees. The first degrees, the first decan, the first word of in astrology, it's a total new beginning. It's restart something in our life. The moon is representing our emotions. Okay, so usually new moon is growth. Usually in the old almanac, you know, the farmers use the new moon actually to grow their produce, and that was the time when you had to plant the trees and everything, because this is the time when it starts to grow. For example, if you cut your hair and you just trim your hair, you want it to grow fast. This is the time when also you have to cut your hair, because, you know, if you consider the lunar cycles, that's a really good time actually to do some trimming, because it's gonna go fast. Again, you're going to grow fast again. So yes, the moon is our emotions, okay? So that is actually, you can imagine the moon, that is your subconscious. You can imagine the moon like a backpack, you know, everything during your journey, the music, what you listen, the people you met, everything what is actually impacted your soul. This is moon. Moon also representing your dogs and also representing your mother figure, or the way you are mothering, or the way you were mothered. And also it is representing how you nurture yourself. So as I said, this is a new beginning. Let's see what sign it takes place at. As I said, it has an Aquarian Dwad and an Aquarian Decan. So the Uranian and Saturnian favor is very important. It's tripled, right? So because of the old avatar of Aquarius is Saturn, and Saturn is ambition, restriction, delay, fears, death, coldness, mountains, undeveloped land. So karma, Saturn is the lord of karma. And Uranus is the unexpected. Uranus is the future-oriented. Uranus is chaos. Uranus is the rebel. You know, but Uranus also the genius. So if you check this new moon and what kind of aspect it will make, look at that. It is first degree and Pluto is almost in 29 degree. So it does an out of sign, because Pluto is in Capricorn, an out of sign conjunction with the new moon. Pluto is power, it is transformation, it's the taboos. So with that on, it is an emotional transformation going on in mundane perspective with us as a tribe, as a humanity, because actually Aquarius rules humanity, and Aquarius rules, you know, the tribe that we are creating. So the transformation even here going to be major with that first degree. And actually when Pluto going to move to Aquarius end of March, and when it's going to get to this first degree point, you know, it's going to be very prominent. So the transformation, it's already starts, and it is emotional, it is humanitarian transformation for all of us, which is including something with artificial intelligence, which is also including something with the government, you know, like the old structure. So what's going to happen here? So yes, the new moon actually going to happen on Altar. That is a fixed star in Aquarius, we call it Altar, and that is a very Martian, bold energy over here. So So it is giving you actually a prominent prosper. Altar is actually a very good fixed star, and it's giving you ambition with this. It's giving you energy to restart, to not giving up. That's the most important, because by this time everybody's tired and exhausted after the 2-3 years what's happened with us, and we are tired. So on altar, a new moon representing, okay, for the humanity's sake, we cannot give up. We need to go through this transformation. It won't be easy, okay? Transformation is not easy. It's never been. You have to embrace it. You have to work with it. You have to work with the energy and, just embrace it. There you go. And then because of the new moon ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is endurance and Saturn is hard work ethic. So actually it's giving us stamina, good hard working stamina to go forward and not giving it up. And then look at that, what's happening with that new moon and conjunct with Pluto. Also the ruler, the old avatar of the new moon ruler is actually conjuncting with Venus, and Venus is love. Venus is all about attraction, love, and also currency. So it could actually establish some kind of cryptocurrency, because Aquarius rules the artificial intelligence, the internet, the cryptocurrency. So Saturn is establishment, and this is currency. So it could indicate a new cryptocurrency coming in and will be introduced to us. Or it could be just more established by the government. So before they didn't take it and they didn't tax it the way they tax money, or and right now they're just going to actually expect that to pay a house with it, or just buy anything with crypto. It could represent that major change over here. And what else is going to happen during this new moon, guys? Okay, so let's see that. First of all, the new moon is 1 degree and Jaume is also 1 degree in Scorpio. So that is going to make a square, create a square. And Jaume is a Hawaiian asteroid, which is the volcano asteroid. And with this square, it could actually indicate some kind of volcano eruption on some kind of Hawaii, probably the big island volcano going to erupt again, or any Hawaiian islands could be actually, or Polynesian. It doesn't have to be Hawaiian, because Jaume is not only Hawaii, but the Polynesian islands asteroid. So it's representing anything with Bali, and it could be something on those islands, Fiji, which is going to be a volcano eruption over there. And okay, the 4 hours later, this new moon happens, okay? Uranus is going to stationary direct. When a planet is stationary direct, the effect is magnified, like 100 times stronger than it is originally. Uranus is chaos. Uranus is shaking. It's tremor. It's earthquake. And because it's in a fixed sign, Taurus, and it's representing the earth, it's representing some kind of major earthquake gonna happen around that time, or within a week, most likely. So yes, Uranus over here, when it stations direct and with this new moon, definitely it's going to give up, like a new way of look at, the earth, and look where we're going to buy, for example, houses or invest in anything because of the earthquakes, for example. Plus the volcano. Look at the volcano over here with how made that kind of square here. Obviously, it's going to be volcano eruptions and earthquake during the new moon. It could be a week before and a week after. Because Uranus is also representing thunderstorms, not thunderstorm, but like lightning bolts. So it could increase the possibility of you know, like death from lightning bolt and lightning, and it could also increase like airplane crash, for example, during that week of period. What else could Uranus indicate? Some kind of new artificial intelligence could, you know, like could it is internet, and when it's stationary direct, it could be something around the internet. For example, the whole entire social media platform could be blocked for a day or two, and you know, that kind of situation, because it's magnifying that kind of electricity, that kind of energy, the Uranian energy chaos. It is actually rebel and protest, social unrest. So the next week, just look at the news and you will see like a lot more protests gonna go on, all right? And also what I wanted to talk about, Uranus, oh yes, it is like nuclear, because Uranus representing a nuclear bomb, or it could be, you know, like anything with the nuclear war as well. So actually it could be very fragile state right now. So maybe Russia going to threaten someone with a nuclear war here. So it could happen as well. All right, that is enough about Uranus, but you know, rebellion, and with the rebel, it's a new life starting, something which is very transformational, very, very phoenix kind, like from ashes rebirth, like phoenix bird, and for the humanitarian sake. So I understand it can be very harsh and hard, but actually with that, we are capable to rise. So just, you know, it is almost a resurrection. So it could be really wonderful. And let's move forward and let's talk about what else is happening at the same day. You know, that is the first new moon. So the next day, actually, we are having the Chinese New Year, and it's gonna be a rabbit year. Rabbit is clever, rabbit is fertile, rabbit is kind, rabbit is, you know, like it's actually, I'm a wood rabbit and I like rabbits. So I'm very enthusiastic about this news, and I have to tell you that, but rabbit is going to be really really fun time, you know, like at least you will see production, because rabbit is about production, and because of rabbit is capable to reproduce really quickly, it could be, you know, like a wonderful time for a lot of people. For example, dogs. Even dragon this year could be loved by rabbit, and pigs and dogs and ox. So many of the zodiac, Chinese zodiac sign could be actually gain from this rabbit new year. So yes, you know, rabbit is loyal and very sensitive person and a gentle nature. And don't forget, we were talking about that in my previous videos. Rabbit is actually the Western Pisces, and Saturn gonna move to Pisces on March 7th. So a lot of things is happening in Pisces. You know, Neptune still here. We just had Jupiter last year here, and you know, we had a lot of energy in Pisces previously, the last 20 years. And from the whole entire Pisces ages, we're gonna go and move to Aquarius. Thanks God. It's going to be really humanitarian, and it's going to be good for humanity. So I'm really looking forward to that and getting rid of this Piscean energy, which was great, but it is the martyr for me. It is like either blaming or being the martyr here, you know, sacrifice everything. And I have a Pisces sun, so I can relate to that definitely. But look, let's talk about Saturn, the old avatar, which is actually going to conjunct with Venus. So we were talking about that kind of cryptocurrency could be actually come in and stabilize. But what else could mean that? You know, Saturn is a traditional love. So it could indicate, like, in Aquarius, that is very unique. So the marriages could be very unique over here, or, not necessarily want to get married, just live together, but Saturn is coming in and say, hey, do you want to have something with tax return? Then you have to get married. So I would say with this Saturn and Venus in Aquarius, it would, like, the government would put some kind of emphasis on that, like, listen, we're going to more tax break if you guys are not divorcing or married, like something around that kind of subject as well. But definitely Saturn is traditional love, and it could mean, like, because of humanitarian things, it is like establish something which is, and it's not only traditional but long-term love, as long-term as well, because Saturn is Chronos, so it's the time, it's the old ages, representing old ages. With Venus over here, it's representing, like, because of the love of sake of humanity. So Venus is love of sake for humanity. It's gonna be a long-term work, and we need to work on love on each other's, and not is just temporary. For example, it's like going to promote relationship which is committed relationships, and around that time it can bring in something. This new moon, actually, transformation, Pluto is a sexual planet, but also it's very, very transformative, deeply transformative, brings in a new beginning for committed relationship. And it doesn't have to be a marriage, because Uranus not necessarily want to be married, but long-term committed relationship it will bring in. And what else could be that? All right, so let's see Uranus. We were talking about Uranus and all the situation there with stationary direct. Yes, it's still conjunct actually with North Node. It is like 5 degrees away already, so it's moving apart, but still conjunct, and in Taurus, so it's still reflecting on the purpose here, and that is the purpose, like some kind of new recycle project will be actually introduced, or some kind of new safety system will be introduced, because this is the new beginning, right? And the ruler is Uranus, which is going direct. Uranus in Taurus, safety system as well in your house, or it could represent, or for the nation as well. It could be for nation as well, because of the threat from nuclear bombs or nuclear attack. They're going to concentrate on safety system for sure. Okay, let's see what else is happening. Let's see Mars. So Mars is in 8 degree already. So because of the new moon gonna happen in 1 degree, they have 7 degree, but it's still a trine. And Mars is out of bound, and we have to talk about that, because when Mars is out of bound, or any planet is out of bound, they cannot behave, especially Mars, that is very impulsive and a warrior and warlike and action oriented, and out of bound, it's bouncing off the wall and everywhere, and it's in Gemini, so it can actually create some kind of behavior issue with children. So you will see a lot more children going to have issues with, they cannot sit still, they want to run, they're talking constantly, because Gemini rules children, right? And then it could represent that. Or it could also represent, like, because of that is a trine, so that is a Jupiterian and beneficial, blessed energy here between those new moon and Mars here. So it could represent, like, we are ready actually to be advocate for something what is humanitarian, what is safe humanity, or something with motherhood. Why motherhood? Because moon is motherhood, right? New moon is motherhood. Pluto is abortion. So it could be something for the abortion, right? Go to war for abortion, right? Or actually, it is simple as it is, like just representing, like, we are ready to go to war for anything we love, anything we feel emotionally attached to, or we think that's our truth. And because of, the moon is really on your emotion, and then that's your true value there. That's the way you feel. So you are ready to fight for anything, to do the transformation if it's necessary, and to, and break down anything what you can, because this new moon is ruled Uranus. Uranus is breaking down boundaries. So we want to break down everything what doesn't serve us anymore. Pluto is power. Saturn is old structure. This new moon is ruled by Saturn. So ready with love, serve humanity, and with love, actually, break down boundaries, and with love to being advocate and talk for the ones who need, who need advocate. So yes, that's what it is. All right, guys, I think that's only I wanted to talk about. I have to check if it makes any other aspect. Yes, actually, it's sextile with Jupiter and sextile with Juno. So let me see, Juno and Jupiter conjunct actually in Aries, and this new moon is going to sextile with that. So let me see, Juno. Well, yeah. Yes, it does actually, because it's only 2 degrees in Aries. Let me see, Jupiter. Yes, 4 degrees actually, but it's still sextiling. And Jupiter is a blessing. It's very beneficial. It's generosity. So it's in Aries, so it's actually bold and action oriented, somewhat arrogant as well. But because of its conjunct with Juno, and Juno is the loyal marriage partner, and Juno all about loyalty and humbleness, this sextile actually will bring in some kind of humbleness in the situation. So yes, we are ready to be advocate. We're ready to fight and be impulsive, and especially with Jupiter also here. But on the other hand, you know what? We also humble, and we will bring in some more generosity in the situation and love if we fight for anything. And you see Mars and Jupiter, Juno also actually sextile here, which is, Mars and Jupiter. It's a good combination. It is a Venusian energy, the sextile. So it is giving love, it's giving understanding, and bringing in understanding and love in the situation. So whatever we stand for, whatever transformation we need, with our parents, with the way we are nurturing ourselves, somebody want to add transformation because of they have to get rid of addiction, Pluto, and obsession most likely. And then they need to stay humble and go through for that process. So that is the new moon going to represent right now. But you can work with the energy. It is big energy, because as I said, Chinese New Year, rabbit year, fertility, generosity, and then also Uranus going direct. And then also, oh, by the way, it's also the human design new year as well. So there is like an intense energy over here where we have to work with. So you know what? Celebrate the Chinese New Year. Make sure, you do your feng shui. And actually tomorrow I'm going to release a video where I can help you to a little bit to change the atmosphere and the flow and the chi in your house. So it's going to be more auspicious to live in for you in the rabbit year, because as I said, rabbit could be lucky for some, actually for a lot of people. And that is the new moon right now. I hope you like this podcast. And if you did so, check out my website, which is www.urbanwitch.org. And if you would like to have a personal reading, all the information is there. And please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment below. How did it work out for you? Because remember, guys, this is energy. It's not settled in stone. the energy that it can create. And of course, not everywhere going to be earthquake, but you know, you will see the news, it will intensify. And let's get together ready for the big change and, you know, co-create the future here together. Talk to you later. Bye for now.